Hello, hello. Have you ever heard the quote from Steve Jobs? And I'm paraphrasing, but Steve Jobs has said you cannot connect the dots looking forward, but you can connect the dots looking backwards. If you've heard that, get up and chat and let me know. Today, we're going to connect the dots looking backwards as it relates to networking so that you can move forward more powerfully and more meaningfully. I'm Laura Merlando, the Stress Commando, and I am the founder and CEO of Down and Dirty Networking. And we are a 100% relational online community focused on having meaningful conversations to build lasting and authentic relationships. Our goal is to create conversations that we can learn from and about the people we are talking to. And today we actually had our Down and Dirty Networking Conversations and Connections event. It was awesome for those that, if you were attending and you were watching live, I see a couple people watching live. Thank you so much for being at the live event. It was epic. I mean, ooh, the conversations were so good. And what I love more than anything is how we were able to raise everyone's vibrational energy simply by being in the room. And so that kind of leads to the connecting the dots. We've all heard the phrase, you have to be in the right rooms. Or if you're a fan of Hamilton, you've heard the song, you have to be in the room where it happens. And oftentimes we think we simply need to do more. And we should on ourselves and say, we should do this, we should do more, and we should do these things, and we should network more. And though I agree that networking is important, I disagree when it comes to those people that reference networking as it relates to selling. Networking is not about pitch slapping or selling and telling. You can approach networking with a mindset that's more transactional. And if that is your goal for transaction and visibility, then technically networking is a business development activity, regardless of whether you're an entrepreneur, a student, an academic, or a corporate professional, or someone in transition. When you have a transactional mindset, you're looking more of a business development activity. If, however, you adopt our mindset, which is a relational networking mindset, where you're focused on having a meaningful conversation to learn from and about someone, that's a game changer because now you're having a meaningful conversation. And marketing is about having a meaningful conversation. And when you are personally marketing yourself, maybe for a job, promotion, to be on a special assignment, or to elevate your reputational capital with people that maybe could potentially refer people to you, it starts with having a conversation. And you have to lean in with our favorite core value, which is talk less, question more. And when you lean in with that approach, like we did earlier today, the comments were just off the chart as far as people thinking, this was so much fun. My vibrational energy is through the roof. Why is that important? When you go into an event with the purpose of raising the person's vibrational energy that you're talking to, it in turn raises yours. With increased vibrational energy, you have more clarity. With more clarity, you're more productive and it becomes fun. And that is not something that networking was for me when I first started. It wasn't fun. And for many, if you're like that, let me know in chat if you thought networking was fun because I don't know. When I started Down and Dirty Networking and I asked people what they thought about networking, it wasn't even a word. It was a guttural sound. They thought networking was, oh, that's what I heard. They dreaded it. They knew it was important, but they dreaded it. And the reason they dreaded it was because they focused on it being a sales activity, a pitch slapping activity. And so it was a drudge. It was a chore. It just felt slimy. It felt icky, I think were some of the words that we heard today. But when you shift it more relationally, now things become more meaningful. Now things become more fun and vibrational energy goes through the roof. So as we're connecting the dots backward. And I'm going to share with you some of the comments from today's event. This is how you're going to be able to move forward in your day more powerfully so that your dots can connect as you're moving forward now, because we're going to connect the ones that we look backward on. Make sense? Okay. So anyway, here's the thing. First things first, engage in relational networking. Second, treat everyone like your instant best friend. The minute you treat somebody like an instant best friend in the room, the awkwardness goes away. So if you are socially awkward like I am, or you're more of an introvert and your brain just kind of races of what to say and memorize, well, if you're engaging in relational networking, the only thing you need to pay attention to is what they're saying and ask questions. There's zero memorization. In our community, we do not allow 30-second commercials, introductions, your instant best friends. There's no introduction needed. So if you walk into a room treating everybody like instant best friends, whether it's a physical room or a virtual room, the awkwardness goes away and you lean in more powerfully. So number two, after you've treated everybody instant best friend, you're going to be a super sleuth and you're going to lean into those questions. You're going to talk less, question more. You're going to learn as much as you can from somebody. And number three, be you. One of our core values is be fun and do you. We have another one that says be full, be bold, innovative, and open-minded. And that was one of the comments from today was I just need to be me. Yes, when you walk in a room, be you. It is why we focus on building authentic relationships. So it means you get to be you. That's how you get to the authenticity of it all. And so when you're thinking about the past activities that you've had in networking, if you've had an experience that wasn't fun or you felt icky or it wasn't getting anywhere, but you know you need to network, but you just don't do it, I want to encourage you to take the lessons from today from some of our first timers and our members and guests that were in attendance and leverage that as you move forward. Treat everyone like an instant best friend, engage in relational networking, talk less, question more, and really be a super sleuth. And you will be surprised how you enjoy networking. You raise your vibrational energy, you have clarity, and at the end of the day, you get to be you, authentically you. You don't have to pretend, you don't have to memorize, you don't have to do anything. Even if you are in traditional networking activities, if you focus it this way, it 100% changes the game. I just got off a client call. I'm also, in addition to being the CEO and founder of Down and Dirty Networking, I do have two other companies, and one of them is marketing. And so I just got off of a call with one of my clients, and they're going to be going into a more traditional networking environment. And we just had this conversation, and I gave them these exact same tips. These were all the things that I have done that I advise people to do. And you've probably heard me say it if you've been tuning in. But these are things we heard today. They're like, I just get to be me. I just had a room of instant best friends. The awkwardness went away immediately. So I hope this is helpful for you to realize as you're looking back at our dots that we were able to connect of what really worked, that you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right things. You simply need to keep moving forward. And you need to treat everyone like a best friend, doing you authentically and engaging in relational networking. You do that, your reputational capital is going to soar with whomever you're talking to. Your vibrational energy is going to soar. And don't be surprised if you actually start liking networking. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the chat your thoughts, comments, even if you're watching on replay, because I definitely want to know and continue the conversation because that's the point, having conversations. Or shoot me a direct message, no matter what platform you are watching on. If this was helpful, if this was your first time and you've never really heard about this concept, relational networking from us before, I encourage you to go to the Down and Dirty Networking YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe and check out the curated playlists that are there with a variety of different topics that can help you really expand on how to engage in a relational networking mindset. Because you see, I believe networking is a mindset, a skill, and an activity, but it's the mindset of networking that is the game changer. And you'll be able to find more tips and tricks and how-tos on our YouTube channel, on the Down and Dirty Networking YouTube channel. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. And stay tuned and make sure you're following or subscribing on the Down and Dirty Networking Facebook and LinkedIn page. We drop a lot of resources, articles. We've got a great article dropping tomorrow that will be really helpful. So make sure that you're tuning in there so you can continue to fuel the inspiration for your relational networking mindset as you move forward more powerfully. And if you missed our Down and Dirty Networking event today, we missed you. If you were there, I'm so glad you were there. It was a good one, wasn't it? But if you would like to get an invite to our next event, which will not happen until the summer, it won't happen until July. We don't do them very often on purpose. We shift our focus to our members only the minute we have a public event. So if you're like, oh, I missed it, no worries. Go ahead and drop the word waitlist, and we will get your name added to our waitlist so you can be the first to know when registration opens for our summer event happening in July. So drop the word waitlist in the comments or DM me the word waitlist, and we'll make sure that you are the first to know to get in on the waitlist for our July event. With that, stay tuned. We're going to be having some special guests coming up on our future networking know-hows, which are every Wednesday afternoon, sometime between 3:30 and 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if there's a specific question with regard to networking or challenge that you're facing with regard to networking that you would love for me to address, please shoot me a DM on whatever platform you're watching, whether you're on LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook. And you never know, I might answer it here live on a future edition. But you never know. So just shoot me a message and we'll have a conversation. Oh, I see some more people watching live. Glad you're here. Thanks so much for watching. And thanks for watching if you're watching on replay. And stay tuned. Like I said, I go live every Wednesday afternoon between 3:30 and 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, sometime in between there. So until next Wednesday, thank you again for those that attended the Down and Dirty Networking Conversations and Connections event. And until next week, when I see you again live, enjoy all of the content on our LinkedIn and Facebook Down and Dirty Networking pages. But until next week, happy networking. Bye for now.